King Priam of Troy had more than 50 children. Among them were the twins Cassandra and Helenus. Early in their infancy, their father decided that they would be given to serve in the temple of Apollo. One day, when they were still children, they both played in Apollo's temple and forgot the time to return home. As it was already late, they decided to sleep in the temple. During the night, a serpent sent by Apollo licked the youngsters' ears, and thus they received the gift of prophecy. Young Cassandra grew up to be a beautiful woman who marveled the god Apollo. The god declared his love for the young girl, but she rejected him. Apollo managed to hide his anger at her rejection and asked her for only one kiss. When the young woman brought her lips close to the god, he spat in her mouth and cursed her. Cassandra still had the power of prophecy, but had lost the power of persuasion. In this way, no one ever believed in her prophecies again. Cassandra came to be seen and treated as crazy. If poor Cassandra had not rejected the god Apollo, the great bloodbath that was coming could have been avoided. In Troy, preparations were being made for the annual festival in honor of Prince Alexander of Troy, who everyone believed had died. The soldiers of the royalty went to Mount Ida in search of prizes for the winners of the festival games. The guards chose the shepherd Paris's favorite bull as a tribute for the games, but he was unwilling to lose the animal he held so dear. So he went to Troy to participate in the tournament and try to get his bull back. Oenone, the nymph who lived with Paris as if she were his wife, prophesied if he left for Troy, he would never have her in his arms again, as he would cross the Aegean Sea and find another woman who would win his heart. And when he finally decided to seek Oenone again, it would be too late. The young shepherd had never been to a city like Troy and was amazed at its splendor and grandeur. He signed up for the games, where he would fight against the best warriors of Troy. Among them were some of King Priam's sons, including Hector, the crown prince. The daring shepherd beat each of his opponents in the tournament, including some of King Priam's sons. Paris made it to the final of the tournament, where he would face Hector, the bravest Trojan warrior. The fight between the lost son of Priam and his heir and champion of Troy was close, but unbelievably, Paris defeated the mighty Hector. Deiphobus, also King Priam's son, was furious to see a shepherd humiliate the royal house of Troy. He and his followers took up their weapons and attacked Paris. The shepherd fled and found shelter in Zeus's temple. Cassandra, the discredited prophetess, who had already recognized her brother and knew that he would lead Troy to ruin, cried out for them to kill Paris. But instead of listening to Cassandra's cries, King Priam and Queen Hecuba asked the pursuers of Paris to stay away. The queen approached Paris and through tears recognized that this was her son whom she thought was dead. Agilus, the foster father of Paris, confessed that he didn't dare to kill the prince when he was just a baby, and that the Moirai would have chosen a different fate for him. Agilus showed the rattle made by Hecuba for her baby, and all doubts about the prince's identity were dispelled. The parents of Paris, in tears, embraced their reborn son, and everyone celebrated the return of the Trojan prince.